Diddy isn't the only celebrity facing a downfall, and Kim Kardashian appears to be among them.
Kim K has been hanging out with Diddy for years now, and people are starting to catch on to her silence. Even though most recently she wasn't even talking about Diddy, comments under her posts were all about him. They want answers, and so do we. Let me tell you guys everything I know about Kim K's recent essay. So Diddy's recent arrests and the charges against him have put a massive spotlight on his circle of friends, and it looks like the Kardashians aren't escaping the public scrutiny.
Following Diddy's recent arrest, old Keeping Up with the Kardashians clips resurfaced, showing their connection to the rapper.
As it turns out, Kim's essay about the Menendez brothers has gotten kind of lost in the noise, as many are focusing on her alleged connection to Diddy instead. In her essay, which was shared through NBC News, Kim argued that Eric and Lyle Menendez deserved another chance and that their case wasn't handled fairly. The brothers were convicted after they were accused of planning the passing of their parents, but many people, including Kim, believe they weren't able to fully tell their side of the story in court.
The best way to change the system is to really know the system. I feel like we can make such a difference.
Kim pointed out that the brothers were never really given the chance to be heard, helped, or saved, and she's hoping their sentences will be reconsidered. However, instead of sparking a conversation about the Menendez case, Kim has been hit with a wave of negative comments from people who are more focused on her connection with Diddy. Some fans even went so far as accusing her of being involved with Diddy's alleged wrongdoings, with comments like, "No thanks.
I don't care who you are, how you know, but..."
Rumor has it she was helping Diddy in his shady business, and she's trying to distract us from her connections to Diddy. It seems like no matter what Kim does, she can't escape the noise surrounding the Kardashian-Diddy link. Kim's essay made a strong case for why she believes the Menendez brothers aren't the monsters they've been made out to be. She even referenced the title of the Netflix series that brought their story back into the public eye. In her words, the brothers were denied a fair second trial and were never given the opportunity to present some really important evidence that could have changed the outcome of their case.
Kim Kardashian using that education to help the Menendez brothers.
Kim seems genuinely convinced that justice wasn't served, which is why she's advocating so passionately for their release. But for many fans, Kim's relationship with Diddy has overshadowed all of this. It's no secret that the Kardashian family has been seen hanging out with the rapper in the past, and that connection is now raising eyebrows. Back in 2019, Khloe Kardashian even posted a picture on Instagram where she, Kim, and Kylie are seen posing with Diddy at his 50th birthday party. The caption read, "Nothing like a Diddy party." With Diddy now facing serious charges, these old photos are getting a lot of fresh attention. To make matters even more interesting, Khloe Kardashian talked about Diddy's parties during an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She told Courtney, "I got on a plane at 5:30 in the morning for that party, and let me tell you, half the people there were feeling chilly." It was a lighthearted moment where Khloe joked about how wild the night had been, and she even mentioned that Justin Bieber was at that party too. Diddy's recent arrest, which took place in New York City on September 16th, has put him in the center of a legal storm. He's facing multiple charges, and according to Forbes, over 100 people are expected to come forward with claims against him in the new lawsuits. All of this has created a cloud of suspicion around the people who used to be close to him, and unfortunately for Kim, it looks like she's been dragged into the drama. What's interesting is that a clip from Cocktails with Khloe has also gone viral recently, showing Khloe and Courtney casually chatting with Diddy. In the video, Khloe mentioned how Diddy is known for throwing legendary parties, and he humbly agrees. Khloe reminisces about past parties with Diddy and even brings up his birthday, calling it a night to remember. Courtney then chimes in saying that the party was a blast, especially since she ended up hanging out with Kanye, Corey Gamble, and Tyga that night. It's moments like these that are resurfacing as people speculate about the Kardashians' ties to Diddy. Meanwhile, fans have also been commenting on a 2019 Instagram post where Khloe shared a picture of herself with Kim, Kylie, and Diddy all dressed to the nines at one of his famous parties. The caption, "Nothing like a Diddy party," has taken on new meaning in light of everything that's happening, and fans are flooding the post with comments. Despite all the noise, Kim herself seems to have distanced from Diddy, reportedly unfollowing him on Instagram earlier this year, right before his properties were searched. Ray J, Kim's ex, even weighed in on the situation during an interview with Chris Cuomo on News Nation's Cuomo. He talked about how Diddy's parties were always about having fun, and he never saw anything suspicious going on. A lot of people didn't know about the accusations or the things people are now finding out, Ray J explained. He added that most people just went to have a good time and felt inspired by the positive energy at those gatherings. While the recent allegations have come as a shock to many in the industry, Ray J acknowledged that the situation is still confusing for a lot of people, and they're all trying to make sense of it. On a more personal note, it's been reported that Diddy is extremely worried about his children while he's in jail. A source told People that Diddy's main concern is his kids' well-being, especially since two of them now don't have either parent available to them. According to the source, Diddy's children are going through a really tough time, and it's heartbreaking to see them struggling with the situation. To them, Diddy isn't just a superstar rapper, he's still their dad, and he's always been a caring, devoted father to them. Diddy, who shared 3 children with the late model and actress Kim Porter, has a total of 7 kids. He also adopted Porter's son Quincy and has 2 other sons from previous relationships. His youngest child, Love, was born in December 2022 with model Dana Tran. Despite all his fame, Diddy's current reality is far from glamorous. Insiders say he isn't receiving any special treatment while being held in one of the country's most notorious prisons. His legal team has described the prison's conditions as below standard and argued that it's not a suitable place for someone awaiting trial. However, their attempts to get Diddy released on bail have been unsuccessful so far. For now, Diddy remains in custody, awaiting his day in court. As the public continues to follow this story closely, it's clear that the ripple effects are being felt far and wide, even among those who were once close to him. Some people aren't fond of the lifestyle the Kardashians lead, so let's look into the biggest reasons people don't like the Kardashians.
Rude. Are you kidding me? I swear to God. Don't be.
Kim was caught in a charity scandal. Perhaps the saying "no good deed goes unpunished" is accurate. That was revealed to Kim Kardashian in 2013 when she was involved in another issue involving charitable donations. With the money going to the victims of Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines, Kim used eBay Giving Works to auction off some of her amazing creations that year. Sounds fantastic thus far. Not so much. However, when you look at the documents that purportedly indicated that the victims only received 10% of the revenues. Granted that operating expenses, fees, and the like prevented everyone from expecting 100% of donations to reach the cause, but none anticipated that only 10% would.
People don't see the context behind it.
Worse, documents indicated that she took some of the money for herself. You get to decide whether Kim Kardashian is being philanthropic or greedy, even though her representative has confirmed that she has been contributing 10% of all her earnings to charity, not just the revenue from auctions. They faked reality scenes. The reality series Keeping Up with the Kardashians, how authentic is it? As it happens, the response is not very. Kim appeared to stage her 2 on-camera marriage proposals, even to her most devoted admirers. According to show sources, Kim even requested a reshoot for one of her proposals, which she had personally planned and expressed no surprise at all. It has also been said that she has aided her well-known sobbing moments with the assistance of a tear stick. In actuality, the entire marriage was a sham, according to Kris Humphrey's divorce deposition. On the spin-off, Courtney and Kim Take New York, an emotional moment in which Kim admits to her mother that she regrets her marriage has been said to have been filmed on an LA studio months after the incident, rather than in Dubai as previously reported. Kim made a tape. Although she was sufficiently exploited by her 2014 snapshots of herself that broke the internet, the tape that included her and rapper Ray J, her ex-boyfriend, was the actual low point. Created in 2003 but made public in 2007, the incident gave rise to Kim's reality show, her star status, and her family's financial prosperity. Kim, looking apologetic, told Oprah it was her greatest regret.
Did you feel betrayed by it?
I felt humiliated.
Although many don't believe her. Some even believe that Kim leaked the footage herself. Kim and the rest of the Kardashian family may have initially found it embarrassing, but they obviously moved past it. From the outside, it can appear like a tiny price to pay for the subsequent fame and wealth. Kim was married to Kanye. Kanye is the most egotistical celebrity there is, surpassing even Kim. In any case, that's what the haters say. Tabloid editors were jubilant at the pairing of these two. It would be difficult to find 2 more ostentatiously self-centered and disconnected adults, but they managed to find each other somehow. Surprisingly, this marriage had already surpassed her first effort at married bliss and was even more successful than her first. She claims that she's one of the few individuals who can tolerate Yeezy being around her and that he helps her with her sense of style. Haters love to detest them because they truly did complete each other. Just to see how that plays out, it would have almost been worth watching 10 more seasons of The Kardashian. Nearly, but not quite. Lastly, Kim has no talent. One thing is certain, people's obsession with Kim Kardashian is unstoppable, regardless of their feelings towards her. However, why is the question? She is not good at acting, dancing, singing, or cooking. Kardashian seems to lack any obvious aptitude at first glance, with the possible exception of shooting selfies and running businesses. Why then is she a global celebrity? She has a large derriere and is clearly skilled at self-promotion. But is that all? Her detractors are obsessed with the unanswerable question. It's a surprise why so many of us even know who she is.
Kim Kardashian was just caught lashing out in rare public outbursts as she flashes a crude gesture.
I'm hearing kids.
Guys, can you stop? This is like your first time at work with me.
Kim Kardashian was clearly upset as she left a Los Angeles skincare clinic, and she lost it, guys. She was caught in a moment of frustration, literally flipping off the paparazzi. She did this despite previously scolding her own child for doing the same thing to the paparazzi, which I'll talk about coming up real soon.
Stop.
But she was leaving the skincare clinic in December 2023, and Kim, with a fresh face as well as oversized sunglasses, she was trying to keep a low profile by covering her head with a hoodie, just trying to stay out of the public eye a little bit. And her outfit consisted of a black tee, loose black pants, and black sneakers, and she carried what looked like a bag of products from the clinic. And just like that, she raised her middle finger towards the camera. Boom!
She just seemed to be in a bad mood as she walked back to her luxury SUV. Okay.
And honestly, this is pretty strange coming from Kim Kardashian, because she's always in the public eye. She's a public figure, and she loves being photographed, and she loves having cameras on her. She loves being the center of attention. So what was going so wrong in her world that she thought that this was a good idea?
Hi, weirdos! Hey, stop it. Hi, vloggers! If you're watching this, I hate you! Hey!
Maybe it's all the pressure that she's been under to apologize to Taylor Swift for shading her many years ago. Yeah, at the time of filming this, that feud was recently reignited, and Taylor Swift's fans are all over Kim Kardashian on social media right now.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Or maybe it was the fact that her kids are liking their time with their father and her ex-husband, Kanye West, a lot more than they like their time with her. Reports are also suggesting this too, by the way. Either way, whatever the reason was, it's definitely not a good look for Kim. It sends all of the wrong messages, especially to her kids who look up to her.
Guys, this is your first time at work with me. Don't mess this up.
And speaking of her kids, by the way, Kim Kardashian, her recent gesture of flipping off the paparazzi follows a couple of incidents involving her son, Saint. In September of 2023, her son Saint was photographed making the similar rude hand gesture after his basketball game. And despite giggling about it, Kim Kardashian gave him a stern look and briefly covered his face with her hand. And then the following month, Saint repeated the exact same flipping off the paparazzi gesture as he stepped out of the car. And this prompted another warning from Kim Kardashian. Like, these incidents occurred while Saint was with his friends, so he of course is probably trying to just, make them laugh a little bit. You know how kids are when they're with their friends. Following Saint's second offense though, Kim Kardashian, she stepped in, she intervened by smacking his hand down and instructing him to stop it. Like, she was not having it. But despite the warning, Saint chuckled again, laughing because his friends were there as well. But this is not just her son doing this. Kim had also previously shared that her eldest child, Northwest, her daughter, frequently sticks out her middle finger, and this happened during 2021. It was a Christmas card photo shoot, and this led to many unusable photos, and Kim revealed this in a June 2022 episode of her family's TV show, The Kardashians. Well guys, we all know now where Kim Kardashian's kids get it from. Her. So she can't blame them. Can't be like, oh, you're being bad, you're acting up, stop it, when she's doing the exact same thing. Yeah, definitely not a good look for Kim at all, because again, she's a public figure. She should be setting the example here.
It's pretty well known that people just dislike Kim Kardashian.
I love my life. I love everything that comes along with it. I am not complaining.
I'm gonna be taking you through some reasons why that might be. Let's get into it. Here are the biggest reasons why people don't like Kim Kardashian. In 2011, Kim Kardashian married NBA player Kris Humphries in an ultra-lavish $10 million wedding extravaganza. The ceremony was televised as a 4-hour fairy tale event with over 4 million viewers tuning in, and Kim Kardashian pocketing a cool $2 million for her troubles. Then, after just 72 days, she called it quits.
I just didn't know how to deal. I learned so much from it.
For Kardashian fans, spending $10 million on a wedding that resulted in a marriage that lasted less than 3 months only showcases how wildly frivolous and immature she can be. In fact, the couple's divorce proceedings lasted months longer than the actual marriage. Middle schoolers have had longer lasting relationships. Instead of shielding her infant daughter Northwest from the paparazzi, Kim Kardashian parades her around in expensive designer clothes, going so far as to get mother-daughter matching fur coats. According to insiders, North rarely wears the same thing twice, and almost all of her clothing are custom made and one of a kind. North has even been spotted in the front row at fashion shows during New York Fashion Week. Sure, most parents think their babies are cute and all, but dragging her out in front of cameras to places where kids shouldn't even be wouldn't be high on a list of tips for good parenting. This is according to fans. We asked actor Holly Jade Balmer, who is a celebrity expert and beauty mogul, her insight into why Kim is so disliked. She came back with the response, "I know nothing on them really, but I think they collectively destroyed natural beauty and shifted the ideal body to be one that is only achievable via getting work done and lots of money, or maybe just winning the genetic lottery." I do feel bad for the Jenners though, because they grew up with that and they didn't know anything else. To show how much she cares about personal defense tools control, Kim Kardashian used all of her social media savvy to encourage fans to fight for tougher restrictions. In fact, she cares so much about the cause that she even wore an orange sweater on National Self-Defense Tools Awareness Day. This act of pop culture nobility, however, was diluted by the fact that Ms. Kardashian not only enjoys the occasional trip to the self-defense tools range to feel like G.I. Jane herself, but she also owns a tool with a diamond-encrusted handle. All of this would suggest she's okay with her own self owning one, but if anybody else owns one, then that's a problem. Kim Kardashian is the undisputed queen of selfies, so it should only come as no surprise that she released a coffee table book of self-portraits aptly titled Selfish. The 448-page masterpiece in self-love features previously posted shots of Kim, ranging from glam shots to fun behind-the-scenes snapshots to snaps we can't talk about here. You get a fresh, revealing look at her real life, in case the TV shows, tabloids, and her Instagram posts weren't enough to satisfy your Kardashian appetite. Oh, and take note, a revised and expanded edition with never-before-seen images was released shortly after. Alas, the book never made the New York Times bestseller list, but some critics liked it, and honestly, there are likely enough pictures of this woman to last through all eternity. There's nothing wrong with creating a successful app, and while Kim Kardashian has a lot of people that dislike her, she clearly has a legion of loyal fans as well. In 2014, an app called Kim Kardashian Hollywood burst into the App Store. The premise behind the game is if you play a socialite hungry to become an A-list celebrity just like Kim herself. One app wasn't enough for the family, as her 4 sisters each released an app as well. Naturally, Kim's was the most successful, as her mobile game app has allegedly made over $85 million, though the exact percentage that went to her has not been disclosed. The more money she makes, the more people dislike her. Well, she's got to make that coin. Kim Kardashian cannot stand being around her own children.
Co-parenting, it's really hard,
Kim Kardashian celebrated her birthday in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians with an epic party, though her real birthday with her kids was horrible.
It is a different language.
Oh my gosh, guys, let's get into it. Kim was visiting her mother in the episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashian. Kris asks, "How was your birthday with the kids?" And Kim answered, "I thought for my birthday, I would have a day to myself. I was stuck doing everything that everyone else wanted to do."
They don't understand that I work or I have a school schedule.
Kim added, "I was stuck watching YouTube unboxing videos on my birthday. I had a FIFA tournament, Color Me Mine. You should see the ugly thing I made. Like, this is not what I wanted to be doing on my birthday. I need to sit my kids down and be like, this isn't Mother's Day, like this is my day."
It's like full crazy madness.
Do you think a mom wants to go to Color Me Mine one more time on her birthday? Kris laughs as Kim continues. Whose birthday is it? You know it was horrible. Just make me a breakfast. That's a great birthday. Then a producer asks Kim in a confession, what would your perfect birthday have been? And Kim answers, to lock my door, not get out of my bed, and eat cookies and cream ice cream all day long. That's what would have been my dream. But no one cares about my dreams. Not for kids, at least.
A little different than my personality, but not too far off.
Wow, guys, I kind of feel bad for Kim here. She does have help, she does have nannies, but it's always nice to know your kids care about you, and it sounds like they may have been a little bit selfish in this sense. I mean, on her birthday, she should have been able to do something she wanted to do.
Everyone's living their best lives. It's summertime, I get it.
Kris adds in confession, I think that we've all, as moms, been through some days where we don't want to be doing what we're doing, but we do it for our kids. So come on, Kim, suck it up and do a little color me mine. Back at Kris's house, the momager says, having 4 kids is hard. As Kim adds, it's like a madhouse, while Kris adds, your house is a circus because you have a lot, and you have a lot going on.
I think when you have so much going on and 3 kids is no joke.
Kim adds, I'm gonna get my S together and I'm gonna be an effing drill sergeant like Chloe is so tough. As Kris adds, well, have you talked to her about all this? Kris tells Kim, you're gonna have to create some boundaries for everybody else, including me, including your friends, including some business associates. Kris adds in confession also, being a working mom, it's really hard.
The whole situation is sad, and I don't know how to manage it.
I know Kim and I know how she thrives on her workload, but we all still need to find a little balance. Guys, even though you may not be a fan of Kim Kardashian, you've gotta admit that woman works so hard. She deserves a little love from her kids, and especially on her birthday.
Yes, I knew you thought it was mommy.
No, it was Kimberly.
The episode cuts back to Kim and Glam, telling her team, perfection as always, you bring nothing less. As the makeup artist adds, Kim is in a good mood today, you guys.
North West is completely fed up with Kim and her Kardashian expectations. She is exhausted from constantly trying to meet Kim's unreasonable demands. The question arises, why is North behaving this way?
Kim Kardashian is facing tons of criticism for lying about her daughter North West in a creepy pattern that fans have noticed, and her fans are just really concerned after observing this pattern. On Instagram, Kim posted a picture of a plate of food supposedly made by her daughter North, and the dish was pasta covered with a bright pink sauce, which seemed to be inspired by the Barbie movie, as Kim did mention that she was watching it in another snap.
Do you guys ever think about dying?
Now, in her caption, this is what she said. North made me Barbie pasta for dinner, aka dragon fruit pasta. However, on Reddit, some fans expressed their doubt in Kim's claims and notice a recurring pattern in the way that she talks about North, who is her eldest daughter. Now, the Reddit original poster, this is what they wrote. Be so for real, Kim. Certainly a 10-year-old knows what dragon fruit is and how to turn it into pasta sauce, with an eye roll emoji. Then there's another user that wrote this. North is going to get older and be like, I never did any of this. Leave me alone, woman. But there was another user who really lashed out, and this is what they had to say. Why the F is it always North catering to Kim? Even if she didn't make it herself but just asked chef to make it, why is it North planned this getaway for me? North cooked this food for me. North arranged this for me. Why is it never, I thought it would be cute to have a Barbie themed pasta, so asked chef to make this for North before we saw the movie. Then in response to this comment, somebody else responded with this. Because she's using North like a surrogate partner. It's codependent and creepy. Also unintentionally hilarious, like the time she pretended North independently decorated her room with 10,000 roses. Bleh. Also, recently North West showcased her kitchen skills once again, making pizza, and she documented this process on TikTok.
Oh my gosh. Taste test.
North had her friend Gracie, who happens to be Selena Gomez's younger sister, join her for this.
My house is so full, but in the best way.
And in one of the videos posted while pouting her lips at the camera, Kim Kardashian mentioned that she would try the pizza and made it clear that she was supervising the entire cooking process. Then in another clip, Kim was seen taking an exaggerated bite of the pizza slice while playfully expressing her enjoyment of the pizza. However, some fans did not like this at all. Like, some of them criticized Kim's behavior in the video, accusing her of appearing to act overtly sexy in a way in her reaction in front of her daughter North. They just thought it was completely inappropriate. There was also one other user that had this to say. She doesn't want you to notice that she only took a tiny bite of the pizza and then pretended to take another one. She's so obsessed with her weight that she can't even eat a piece of pizza her daughter made for her. So when Kim's fans see things like this, it's kind of rubbing them the wrong way, and they're a little concerned in Kim's interactions with her daughter North and what she's saying, like all the lying and everything, as well as all of the pretending. People are just concerned, like it's creepy to them. Now, on another note, it's actually no secret that pretty much all of the cooking in Kim's household is not done by her or anyone else in her family. As a matter of fact, on a Mother's Day post, Kim Kardashian shared a letter written by her younger daughter, Chicago. And the letter was titled "All About My Mom," and it playfully stated that Kim was 22 years old, even though Kim is actually in her 40s. But either way, in the letter, Chicago mentioned that her mom, Kim, likes to sleep with her in the bed and enjoys playing together. And she also revealed that Kim's favorite food is salad, and she is good at working out at the gym. And then here's the kicker. Chicago, she boldly stated that her mom, Kim, doesn't cook for her or her siblings North, Saint, and Psalm because they have a chef who takes care of preparing all the meals.
Kim Kardashian ruined my life and many more. We need to boycott all Kardashian Jenner products and sponsors.
Kim Kardashian is in big trouble for allegedly taking someone else's idea and profiting off of it.
I was a self-made entrepreneur who founded my own startups, one of which Kim Kardashian stole.
She's accused of tricking her almost business partner, David Liebenson, with her Kimoji app, and this has all left him completely homeless.
My name is David Liebenson, a once successful business owner, now sleeping in my car.
This is such an unbelievable story, guys, and David is very adamant about exposing Kim Kardashian, and he still posts videos about this regularly over on his Instagram.
We've seen it happen a lot in recent years. Karma is real, and I'll be here for it.
Just like I was, you guys are probably wondering, what specifically did Kim Kardashian do that ruined this man's life and left him homeless? Well, we gotta go back several years at the start. So her app, Kimoji, it came out in December of 2015, and it has pictures related to Kim Kardashian, and it was very popular on the Apple App Store, and it made her a lot of money.
Yes, Kim OGs. Kim Kardashian has launched her own emoji app, and it is ridiculous, mostly because a lot of the icons are just insane.
But the guy who says that he came up with the app was completely left out.
I was a self-made entrepreneur who founded my own startups, one of which Kim Kardashian stole.
And when you look online, there are pictures and videos of this man, David Liebenson, and he's putting up signs in LA saying, Kim Kardashian ruined my life.com.
I know I've said this before, but I'll have time soon to start adding more to my website, KimKardashianRuinedMyLife.com, like all the recordings and a detailed timeline.
And according to the website, David is living in his car, and after his lawsuit against the Kardashian family, that didn't work out. Well, he was left without any money.
Kim Kardashian ruined my life and many more.
And back in 2019, he actually dropped the lawsuit, and here's what specifically happened.
I tried to sue her for fraud, but that didn't work out for multiple reasons.
David had first met Kim Kardashian in 2014 when she wanted to invest in his other app called Sensorgram. Now, he's even shown messages from Kim Kardashian's friend, Jonathan Chabin, who talked about a possible deal with him. And he says that he and his partners met with Kim Kardashian as well as her mom, Kris Jenner, in Calabasas, and they talked about creating Kimojis, which are animated emojis and GIFs of the Kardashian family. So not just Kim Kardashian, they're kind of trying to involve more of the family in it. And in 2019, in the lawsuit, he claimed that Kim Kardashian really liked the idea and promised to work together as a team. They'd split the profits 60-40, but she wanted to handle the trademark stuff on her own. Okay, cool. So David Liebenson, he had this to say specifically. She's a bully. She stole my life's work. No one should have to go through what I have in the past 4.5. Now, when it comes to this, Kim Kardashian's team, they say that David's other partners actually signed a settlement agreement back in 2014 that was meant to resolve their legal issues. But he didn't actually agree with it and he refused to settle. Now there are signs all over LA that are directing fans to his website where he talks about how the fallout from Kimoji has caused him financial hardship. Now on the website, David shares more insights on this, and this is what he says. Seeing their empire grow more and more each year has been triggering, as this family is impossible to avoid in this Kardashian-infested world.
They had their attorneys send process servers to serve me papers to pay their $400,000 in legal fees, harassing my family.
The situation leveled me financially, and I was never able to get back on the trajectory I was on prior to dealing with Kim and Kris.
My name is David Liebenson, a once successful business owner, now sleeping in my car.
While working 3 jobs to spread my message, I've never stopped thinking about what I could do to hold them accountable and get my life back. I decided it's time for me to finally share the story that's been eating me alive for years and hopefully find a light at the end of the tunnel. Wow, guys, this is a loaded story and he's still going. This has been years and years and years, and it doesn't seem like he's made any headway. But I want to know your thoughts about this. Do you believe, David, that it was really the Kardashians' fault that completely left him homeless? We see business fallout all of the time when business partners, they're working on a deal and then one partner backs out and then the other partner is left, or the potential partner at least is left saying, hey, I thought we had a deal here, and then the other person takes it and makes a whole lot of money with it. So that would be pretty shady on the Kardashian side of things. But on the other hand, it's been so many years and he has had ample opportunity to really get back on his feet, get some counseling, get the ball rolling for himself again financially. But he's now trying to spread awareness to make the Kardashians pay for what they did.
Has Kim K had the most plastic surgery?
I think people should do whatever makes them happy. And I think that people should also be themselves.
Kim Kardashian was caught once again in a lie about her cosmetic procedures. Some critics, they noticed compelling evidence of this big lie in various images of Kim. And these images of Kim were shared on a Reddit forum devoted to the Kardashians. Under a post titled, "Why do they bother lying to us?" snapshots and screen captures of Kim were posted to substantiate the claim that Kim has indeed undergone plastic surgery and is just continually lying about it. So the initial picture was a screen capture extracted from Kim's TV show, and then that was followed by an image of her using her Skin by Kim facial cleanser. A third image seemed to be another screen capture that was taken from a makeup tutorial that she was in. Then there was also another photo that it showed a close-up selfie with an arrow that was directed to a scar beneath Kim's nose, indicating that some surgery happened there. Also, a fifth photo showed a red carpet moment that had Kim Kardashian in a very unflattering light. And if you look up close at the face, you're like, wait, what's going on here? It's pretty unflattering.
An individual, but I'm flattered that that is, something that they think.
Now, in the comment section of this Reddit forum, people went nuts. There was one that said this: pinch neck from neck lift, scars around the ears from facelift, scars under the nose from a nose job. So this fan just completely thinks that Kim is lying about everything that she's done on her face. Another person said this: scars under the nose could also be from a lip lift. And the comments just kept on rolling in, with someone else saying this: not only the scarring, her skin looks effing tired. Pics 3 to 5 especially. Probably from sun exposure and not removing her makeup like ever. As the comments kept on rolling in, there was another user that left a little bit longer of a comment, and they actually made a good point there, I think. And their comment, it really speaks to the underlying issue that people actually have with the Kardashians. So I want you guys to take a look at what was said in this comment and let me know if you agree with this one. I think what bothers me so much is the fact that they could be honest, show natural skin and how it looks with and without makeup. and the process of getting it done without all the crazy filters and Photoshop. They could actually reach a demographic of women who could relate to this. Instead, they continue to push these awful touched up photos that look insane and unrealistic, which result in people hating it and talking trash. At this point in their careers, it's time to become more relatable than fake. And I think that is a pretty good point that they highlight there. It's okay to have wrinkles on your skin. It's okay to have blemishes and all that. Show it, show the process, you know, be open of it all. You don't need to hide that you even had a cosmetic procedure to cover up some scar. Just say, hey, this is what I did. I was struggling with this insecurity, or I did this because of that, and that's the end of the story.
No, I think if something makes you insecure and you've been feeling that way forever.
Life goes on, but why lie about it? With that said though, rewind back to 2020 where Kim's fans, they speculated about a concealed facelift as they noticed what seemed to be hints in a TikTok video featuring her daughter North. The video shared by North at the time showcased a close-up of Kim's face as she received a Minions themed transformation from her mom. And fans who closely observed this spotted faint wrinkles situated in the front of Kim's ear at a particular juncture in the video. I also, of course, mentioned that photo of Kim that looks like there was some scar under her nose. But either way, outside of all of this, there's another theory that's going on. So when we look at what happened in 2022, some fans say that Kim used her weight loss for the 2022 Met Gala as a cover-up for a possible remover of her rumored butt fillers.
I tried it on and it didn't fit me. And so I looked at them and I said, give me like 3 weeks. And I had to lose 16 pounds down today to be able to fit this.
But Kim's supporters speculate that she strategically utilized the narrative of fitting in the dress to mask the potential reduction of her speculated butt lift. So guys, I want to know, what do you think about this? You know, it's definitely hard to believe what the Kardashians say just because they have such a long track record of lying and covering up what they did. And as they say, you know, the truth eventually will come out anyways.
I'm definitely not against plastic surgery, especially when I'm older and I have kids.
People are freaking out, saying that Kim Kardashian has went way too far with her plastic surgery. Some comments even said that she might be experiencing facial paralysis due to going overboard.
It's literally like a film.
Before I start, I want to say I saw the photos and I think she looks amazing, so please don't hate the messenger, but people are going nuts over these photos and we're going to go through what they're saying. Fans couldn't believe that this was truly her. In the photos, Kim posed with her nephew Tatum, who is the son of Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. The photos were really sweet. Kim held up her nephew as she smiled and pouted at the camera. She wore her hair in her classic loose, wavy style and looked uncharacteristically casual in a black zip-up hoodie. So again, I personally think she looked so natural and gorgeous here. On Reddit, however, fans went nuts and thought her facial features looked completely different from her usual appearance.
I'm just rolling with it, and it is what it is.
Jawline is hawking, the original poster wrote alongside the photos. Who the F is this? Asked a second Kardashian Jenner fan. What the F happened to your face, Kim? Sweet Jesus, overfilled lips, jaw implants, buccal fat removal, said another, accusing her of multiple surgeries. I wouldn't call the second pic a bad pic because it's nice to see a smile over what she normally gives. However, she just doesn't look like Kim anymore, just another generic face, another one said. The Kardashians are known for their changing appearances, and it's been said that they all have a ton of plastic surgery. Let me tell you, with their money, they definitely have the best plastic surgeon on the market. They look great. They get a lot of flack for it, but I personally think it's great work. I wonder if they all use the same doctor, if anyone strays.
So Kim's here to kind of continue her skin journey. As we get a little bit older, we get in some sun, our skin...
Every member of the Kardashian family has denied any extreme claims of plastic surgery, such as cheek filler, behind implants. They have admitted to getting little tweaks, and Kylie admitted to getting her chest done, which she regrets, unfortunately. We asked Pepe Weintraub, who is a TikTok star, what his thoughts were on Kim's changing appearance. What he said was, I personally recognize Kim. I think she looks great. There's no reason for fans to start saying that this is the end of her face. Realistically, though, she didn't need plastic surgery. Kim should focus on resolving her beef with Taylor Swift before doing another round of plastic surgery.
The fact that I can't do it again, I don't have time.
Just days before Kim was branded unrecognizable, fans were stunned by her appearance in the rare unedited photos. In the pics, Kim was with her mom at a red carpet event in Los Angeles. She dressed to the nines in a skin-tight white dress, and like I said before, I personally thought she looked flawless. Along with her jaw-dropping gown, Kim wore very long extensions styled in a wet look effect and opted for heavy makeup. Despite the glam look, fans thought that Kim's filler was exposed in the unedited photos. On a forum dedicated to the Kardashians, fans of the family claimed that Kim and Kris would try to have the photos deleted and blasted Kim's unfiltered looks. While Kim hasn't fessed up to any cosmetic procedures besides Botox, many fans think she's lying. Beverly Hills plastic surgeon Dr. Daniel Barnett had some tea to add to the debate and estimated that Kim had spent up to $170,000 on surgery. Dr. Dan judged that among Kim's surgeries was likely a Brazilian behind lift, chest job, nose job, and liposuction. She looks beautiful and has aged nicely. She appears to reduce the BBL procedure and gone for a more natural and sophisticated result, which looks amazing, Dr. Barrett concluded. Most recently, fans accused Kim of getting a facelift as she promoted her skincare brand. On Instagram, Kim snapped a selfie as she got a facial with one of her own products, which showed her skin covered in white cream. However, fans thought that Kim's plump, wrinkle-free skin wasn't just because of her products. It was because of the insane amount of surgery that she's had. Tons of her fans were speculating that she has facial paralysis that she's trying to hide at the awards ceremony in Los Angeles.
Well, thank you. I know a lot of people make fun of your height.
Guys, the Kim K haters are winning right now. I mean, let's check what just happened, because if you aren't in the loop, she just got booed on stage at the Tom Brady roast.
Kim Kardashian getting booed at Tom Brady's live roast.
The crowd at Netflix's live The Roast of Tom Brady program on Sunday night really messed with the reality star. With a glass of champagne in her hand and a black outfit on, Kardashian entered the stage prepared to make fun of Tom Brady, like everyone else there. I mean, it is a roast after all. But the audience at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles booed her like crazy when she started to speak to fellow presenter Kevin Hart. Kardashian appeared embarrassed and furious at the backlash over her attendance at the event. She stumbled and yelled, "All right, all right, all right," to the assembly. Kevin Hart was heard repeatedly exclaiming "whoa" off camera, which is a very Kevin Hart thing to do, I think.
We are here to roast the greatest quarterback of all time.
But the booing eventually subsided and was replaced with applause for Kardashian, which encouraged her to continue speaking. Rumors surfaced that Kardashian and Brady were formerly romantically involved. She even acknowledges the rumors in her roast when she says, "Speaking of Tom and I dating, I know there were some rumors that we were, and I'd never say if we did or not. I'd just release the tape." I'm sure many of you know what that is in reference to. Following their attendance at Fanatics CEO Michael Rubin's 4th of July white party in the Hamptons, the inventor of Skims and the former quarterback for the Patriots were linked in July 2023. Kardashian and Brady only talked briefly during the event, according to a Page 6 report at the time, and they are merely friends. Kardashian also made a humorous comparison between Brady and Olympic champion Caitlyn Jenner during the roast. "I believe my stepdad is an excellent role model for you, but I know the transition from the NFL must have been really difficult," she remarked.
You remind me too much of my stepdad now.
One of the world's best athletes, she has shown that everything is possible in this new era. You can pursue careers as a pundit, far-right Republican, or even as a self-assured strong woman. The 3-minute address was concluded by the American Horror Story actress with some final remarks for Brady, who announced his retirement from the NFL in February 2023. "I'm just here to rejoice and help you tonight. The same advice I give all of my ex-partners, good luck, and realize that the best is behind you," she joked.
So I'll give you the same advice that I give all my exes. Good luck knowing the best is behind you.
Ooh, what a burn. I mean, if you dated Kim K, there's not really anywhere to go but down from there. Brady went on stage later in the roast to respond to the jabs directed at some of the presenters, including Kardashian. By bringing up Kardashian's ex-husband, Kanye West, he viciously burned her. "I know Kim was terrified to be here tonight, not because of this, but because her kids are at home with their dad." He hit back and damn, this is Probably the most vile diss I've heard in a minute. Kardashian shook her head, laughing clumsily at Brady's cruel joke. When West was mentioned, the audience gasped and then applauded. I would do the same. Like, is nothing sacred? That was absolutely wicked. Kim and Ye's split was huge news and was very dramatic too, especially with all the attention the situation got on his album, Donda.
Wherever that takes me, I just want my pure happiness.
Kim Kardashian's love life has been under the scope for years. People are fascinated. It's messy, random, and fun for us all. Unfortunately for Kim, sometimes she hasn't had the best of luck. I wanted to talk today about Kim Kardashian's worst relationships of all time.
I'm just rolling with it, and it is what it is.
Before Nick Cannon married superstar Mariah Carey, he was the boyfriend of then 25-year-old Kim. The couple was together for about a year before Kim reportedly calls things off in 2007. While Kim has rarely spoken about their short time together, Nick has not been shy about his residual feelings towards Kim over the years. Speaking to Howard Stern in 2012, Nick claimed that he was the one that ended the relationship after Kim and Ray J's infamous tape was released.
The whole situation is sad, and I don't know how to manage it.
Almost a decade later, in October 2021, Nick reiterated that their breakup left him heartbroken. While Kim was known to the public before dating Ray J, this was the relationship that led to the Kardashian-Jenner family's fame as we know it. Kim first met Ray J back in 2002 as an assistant to Ray J's equally famous sister Brandy, and the two began dating on and off. In March 2007, the infamous tape began circulating, and this occurred while Kim and Nick Cannon were dating after she and Ray J broke up for good in 2006. Kim claimed she was not in her right mind at the time of the tape, while Ray J addressed speculations about his relationship with Kim in January 2002 after comments made by Kanye West.
Okay. Real quick, no, it's not even about that. You have the dopest. You have the dope.
Whatever the true story is about Kim and Ray J, there's no doubt that this is one of her messiest, yet iconic, relationships. Kim and Kris Humphrey's marriage may have only lasted 72 days, but that doesn't make the relationship any less dramatic. Kim and Kris Humphreys began dating in October 2010, with the two saying "I do" less than a year later in August 2011.
Kris, as a symbol of my love for you.
With this ring.
With this ring.
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
The wedding, which was attended by celebrities such as Beyonce and Jay-Z, aired on E! Network as a two-part special, Kim's Fairy Tale Wedding, a Kardashian event. Despite the glamorous occasion, which reportedly cost $10 million, Kim filed for divorce almost 3 months later after allegedly denying Kris an annulment. Kim's relatively unknown first marriage was to music producer Damon Thomas. The two wed in 2000 when Kim was just 19 years old. And although Damon is 10 years older than Kim, the two managed to stay together for 3 years before Damon filed for divorce in 2003. According to court documents, he was really mistreating her. Kim also testified that Damon not only made her quit her job, but coerced her into getting plastic surgery. After everything that has happened since Kim and Kanye West tied the knot in 2014, there's no doubt that her union with Kanye is Kim's messiest relationship. These two began dating in 2012 when Kim was divorcing Kris Humphreys and had 4 children by 2019. Since filing for divorce in February 2021, Kim and Kanye have been at public odds, with Kanye frequently accusing Kim of not just being a bad mother, but preventing him from being a father. Things only got worse when Kim began dating Pete Davidson, with Kanye's February 2022 music video for Easy showed him mistreating an animated Pete. Due to Kanye's behavior, the divorce was expedited.
I'm getting riled up.
You're just a witch. And I hate you.
Kourtney Kardashian calls her sister Kim Kardashian a witch. And this is what to expect in the 4th season of the Kardashians. We're gonna see a whole lot more of their beef.
The drama between Kim and Kourtney Kardashian continues.
The sisters are having a heated argument over the phone, and Kim questions Kourtney's happiness and claims that she's changed. And Kourtney is holding back her tears, and Kourtney says this in her own words to Kim: "You're just a witch, and I hate you."
You're just a witch. And I hate you.
Yeah, this new season of the show continues to explore the evolving relationship with the Kardashian family, particularly between Kourtney and Kim, just like we saw in season 3. So this ongoing feud between the two sisters, Kourtney and Kim Kardashian,
We're like, crickets.
it shows no sign of ending anytime soon. Like, their conflict is so deep rooted and it just keeps brewing and getting worse. Like back in season 3, Kim Kardashian, she worked with Dolce and Gabbana as their creative director for a runway show, and she drew inspiration from their 90s collection.
She made an appearance on the runway at Dolce & Gabbana's show at Milan Fashion Week.
However, Courtney Kardashian, the older sister of Kim, she claimed that it wasn't Kim's original idea. And a year before the runway show, Courtney got married to Travis Barker, who is the drummer of the band Blink-182, over in Italy.
Can you believe we got married?
And her wedding actually featured outfits from the same era of Dolce & Gabbana, the 90s, and she even dressed many family members in classic Dolce & Gabbana attire while working closely with the company.
Kim had the support of her famous family at the show.
And Courtney, from there, accused Kim of using her wedding for a business opportunity, which left Kim pretty confused and kind of off.
You don't see much sisterly love from them.
So this conflict is part of a long history of disagreements between the sisters when it comes to mixing family matters with their business ventures. And despite their efforts to separate the two, it's a recurring issue that continues to cause a lot of problems between them, and this is going to be explored in greater detail on the show in season 4.
Are you happy? You're a different person. You hate us?
Despite Kim saying that she tried to be mindful, while Courtney is claiming that her sister Kim copied one of the dresses specifically that she wore during her wedding week.
Things are not always how they seem.
And included it in a curated fashion show for Dolce & Gabbana. Kim didn't hold back and referred to Courtney as being a hater because she was not fully supportive of her business ventures. Also, in addition to all of this, there's more Kardashian family drama that's unfolding. Khloe's complicated relationship with Tristan Thompson is definitely a major drama.
Tristan and I were in really sensitive times.
Khloe claims to be single, but Tristan remains involved in their lives as they co-parent their 2 children together.
I need people to know that I'm single.
Courtney steps in and tells Tristan that he doesn't deserve Khloe, so that adds some fuel to the fire.
I don't think you deserve Khloe.
Khloe has declared that she's done with Tristan before, but they seem to keep coming back to each other somehow, some way, and Kris Jenner has a whole lot to do with this. I think Kris is just really too much in the favor of the exes of her daughters. But that's another story, guys. Fans seem way more excited about season 4 than they did for season 3 of the Kardashians, because season 3, it was labeled as being boring and people felt like there just wasn't anything interesting going on with the Kardashians, and maybe that the Kardashians were losing their appeal and struggling to come up with storylines for their show. And I know the Kardashians 100% took that seriously, and it seems like they're coming full force once again for season 4.
I suggested to Kim, I will happily step in and buy you some clothes.
Kim Kardashian is slamming Taylor Swift and getting her revenge.
Surprise, surprise, there are more celebrities who dislike Kim Kardashian, at least at one point in her career. So let's take a look at these celebrities. Taylor Swift. Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift have a long-standing feud that dates back to Kanye West's interruption of Taylor Swift at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
From there, the tensions escalated in 2016 with Kanye West's song Famous, where he referred to Taylor Swift as that B-I-T-C-H.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why I made that famous. God damn.
And Kim Kardashian supported her then husband by posting a video clip of a call between Kanye West and Taylor Swift, seemingly approving the lyrics. And this led to public backlash against Taylor Swift.
For someone who's built their whole belief system on getting people to clap for you.
And in 2020, an alleged unedited video of the call was leaked, complicating the feud even more. Taylor Swift maintained that she was telling the truth, while Kim Kardashian clarified the dispute was about the call's existence and tone, not necessarily Kanye West using the word B-I-T-C-H in the track. Piers Morgan also had some things to say about Kim Kardashian. In October of 2016, Piers Morgan penned an open letter to Kim Kardashian following her traumatic Paris robbery, expressing a change in his perception of her.
They wanted my ring and my jewelry, so I didn't fight back. I just gave them everything, and they tied me up.
I've rumbled you, Kim Kardashian.
Now, in the past, he had criticized her for becoming coarser and snakier and frequently sharing revealing selfies. And by January of 2018, Piers Morgan, he continued his criticism though, declaring that time should be up for Miss Kardashian after she posted another revealing photo.
I suggested to Kim, I will happily step in and buy you some clothes.
Despite ongoing criticism, Piers Morgan acknowledged Kim Kardashian's positive aspects as a prison reform advocate in March of 2020. And he tweeted a picture of her with a woman that she helped free, stating, "I prefer this at Kim Kardashian." So Piers Morgan, it's like some of the things he absolutely does not like Kim Kardashian for, but other things he's like, yeah, all for that. Kim Kardashian, she had also faced some backlash in 2018 when she posted photos wearing braids without acknowledging the hairstyle's African roots, instead of crediting actress Bo Derek in her caption. And Lindsay Lohan ended up commenting on the post, and she expressed a lot of confusion, to which Kim Kardashian, she kind of lightheartedly responded, pointing out Lindsay Lohan's foreign accent.
That's my ultimate red flag, is just how someone treats.
In 2019, Lindsay Lohan clarified on Watch What Happens Live that she was simply puzzled and confused about the braids and mentioned no ill feelings, stating, "I love Kim," and considering herself friends with the Kardashian family in general. But this just kind of seems more like backtracking on Lindsay Lohan's part rather than clarification here. Next up, let's look at Amber Portwood. Kim Kardashian found herself in a feud back in 2011 when she criticized the young moms from MTV's Teen Mom on her blog.
According to E! News, Kim wrote a negative post on her blog about teen pregnancy.
And she blamed the show for making teen pregnancy look cool to young girls. Kim Kardashian's post got a strong response from Teen Mom's Amber Portwood, who pointed out Kim Kardashian's past tape. It's like, you're gonna criticize us for having children early, but look what you did to start your career. Interestingly, Kim Kardashian, she faced a similar situation in 2017 when her younger sister Kylie Jenner became pregnant at 19. And this time, Kim seemed more supportive, and she celebrated Kylie Jenner's choice and expressed pride in her as a young mom.
Your pregnancy has been the best kept secret of our generation.
So it's definitely a reminder that sometimes perspectives can change with personal experiences. And finally, we end off with Barack Obama. Former President Barack Obama highlighted the impact of Kim Kardashian's popularity on American culture, noting the shift in perceptions of success.
Barack Obama thinks Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are the worst.
So Obama goes on to acknowledge the influence of figures like Kim Kardashian as well as her ex-husband Kanye West on contemporary youth by making a sort of dig at Kim and Kanye. This, by the way, is in reference to when he was growing up, and this is what he said: "We weren't exposed to the things we didn't have in the same ways that kids these days are. Kids weren't monitoring every day what Kim Kardashian was wearing or where Kanye West was going on vacation and thinking that somehow that was the mark of success."
Kim K is one of the biggest celebs in the world. Tons of businesses, friends in the industry, and all that. But a lot of celebs don't seem to like her that much. These are some celebrities who can't stand Kim Kardashian.
Wherever that takes me, I just want my pure happiness.
Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian have had a long-running quarrel, so it makes sense the pop singer made Kardashian's list of adversaries. The history of their feud is complex and goes all the way back to the incident in which Swift's 2009 VMA acceptance speech was cut short by Kardashian's ex-husband Kanye West.
But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
2016 saw the peak of their relationship when West released his song Famous, in which he called Swift that bee.
We culture. Rap is the new rock and roll.
Cosmopolitan claims that Kanye stated in a since-deleted tweet that Taylor gave him permission to use the words in the song. Kardashian supported her husband in July 2016 by sharing a video of a call that West had with Swift, during which the latter seemed to approve of the lyrics. The public swiftly criticized Taylor, and a Kim exposed Taylor party after viewing the video as a checkmate.
Yes, it might have happened.
Taylor was never informed of the actual line, "I made that bee famous," Swift's publicist said to ET. Amber Portwood, When Kim Kardashian called out the young moms on MTV's Teen Mom in 2011, it led to one of her first feuds. E! News claims that Kim posted a critical blog entry regarding the prevalence of adolescent pregnancies, accusing the moms of making teen pregnancy seem cool in the eyes of young girls. Kim said the kids from these shows are all over the news, but girls, these are not the people you should idolize. Ooh. Kim was not allowed to talk down to one of the kids from those shows without repercussions. Last time I checked, Kim Kardashian had a tape floating around on the internet, and I'm pretty sure she's made a lot of money off of it. Teen Mom's Amber Portwood told E! News.
I can tell you, I get bothered by some of the negativity.
She made a tape when she was younger and she wants to bash girls on Teen Mom. Portwood has a point. Piers Morgan, following Kim Kardashian's robbery in Paris in October 2016, wherein 5 men bound her and took her money.
My door was open like this, and then I saw 2 guys.
Piers Morgan addressed in an open letter to the Star. Even though he claimed in his writing that after interviewing her in 2011 he had liked her at first, his feelings had been distorted. Morgan said in the letter that since their initial encounter, Kim had changed in some way. You grew slowly coarser and snarkier and started bombarding the world with regular selfies, he said. Pierce's outburst persisted in January 2018 when he said on Good Morning Britain that time should be up for Miss Kardashian following the release of an Instagram picture. Pierce, the sole man on this list, unsurprisingly ended up becoming one of the recipients of Kim's Valentine's Day presents in February 2018. Chloe Grace Moretz. In March 2016, actress Chloe Grace Moretz got into an argument with the Kardashian family after Kim Kardashian went viral on the internet with a picture taken in a mirror with nothing on. Like most things Kim posts, this picture sparked a flurry of responses, one of which came from Chloe. She said, "I truly hope you realize how important setting goals are for young women, teaching them we have so much more to offer than our bodies." She tweeted this. Kim, not one to overlook a slight, replied, "Let's all welcome Chloe to Twitter since no one knows who she is." A few months later, Chloe brought up their disagreement once more in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, saying she regretted not talking to Kim directly, but rather she had regrets about paying attention to her.
A lot of young women and young men to influence, and I hope we do that positively.
I realize that being the most opinionated and loud person in the room is not always the most impactful, she told the publication. Sharon Osbourne. The talk show host Sharon Osbourne was drawn to Kim Kardashian's March 2016 picture. Sharon even recreated the image in favor of Kim using the hashtag #liberated. However, while Sharon's photo is still up, she seemed to go back on her statement in 2017 when she berated Kim for her revealing photos. Kim says she's doing everything in the name of feminism, but that's not feminism, she told The Telegraph. Those girls live off of their bodies, half of LA has been through them, and everything they do from the tape to plastic see-through dresses and the gym wear is about that, not female progress. In an attempt to disparage Kardashian's selfie, singer Pink also tweeted a picture of a statement she had written about women. Shout out to all of the women across the world using their brains, their strength, their work ethic, their talent, their magic that they were born with, only that they possess, she wrote in the letter. It may not even bring you as much attention or banknotes as using your body, but women like you don't need that kind of attention. Miley Cyrus took offense to a photo that Kim Kardashian posted in March 2016. You may find it strange that Miley would pick a dispute with Kim over something she herself did, but she also shared her fair share of contentious pictures. However, Miley wasn't really offended by the picture as she went on to make her own Instagram post to address the matter. Rather, it focused on how the picture became so well known among a wide range of famous ladies. Naturally, Miley took advantage of it rather than overlooking it. Lindsay Lohan. Kim Kardashian shared several images of herself in braids in 2018. This hairstyle is typically associated with African women. In her post, Kim references actress Bo Derek rather than acknowledging and giving credit to the Dew's traditional origins. As Kim and her sisters have experienced cultural appropriation on multiple occasions, this naturally sparked a flurry of opinionated pieces about whether Kim was guilty of it. Lindsay Lohan also noticed and commented on Perez Hilton's reposting of Kim's picture. Lohan stated, "I'm confused," in her message. The queen of clapbacks, Kardashian, answered right away saying, "You know it's confusing. Your sudden foreign accent," poking fun at Lohan's strange new accent. which Lindsay said is due to all of the languages she's trying to learn. Naomi Campbell, not just Janice Dickinson, the original supermodel, has been critical of Kim Kardashian, especially when it comes to her image on magazine covers. During her 2014 appearance on The Morning Show, model Naomi Campbell was asked about her opinions of Kanye West and Kardashian's Vogue cover. It appeared like Naomi was really reluctant to respond honestly, trying to sidestep the matter while providing enough details for the audience to understand that she was undoubtedly making a slight. "I do not want to comment," Naomi said with a sly smile.
"I do not want to comment."
When asked why, Naomi explained, "I'm a fashion model and I've been working for 28 years. When you get a Vogue cover, it's a build in your career. It's a stepping stone to achieve that," suggesting in so many words that she doesn't believe Kim earned her spot on the cover. Beyonce. You'd assume that Beyonce and Kim would get along given that they frequently hang out in the same circles due to their ties in Hollywood and their entrepreneurial histories. When Jay-Z and Beyonce failed to show up for the Kardashian-West wedding in 2014, rumors of a dispute with the two women began to circulate. Reasons cited for their non-attendance included demanding work schedules in the presence of Rachel Roy, the person with whom Jay-Z is allegedly involved in an extramarital affair with Beyonce. It is Wendy Williams' responsibility as a talk show anchor to cover pop culture. It makes sense that Kim Kardashian, one of the constants of popular culture, would run into each other. In the initial months of 2018, Wendy expressed her disapproval of Kim and that they carried out exactly that. Wendy first joined the enduringly popular Call Kim Kardashian Out for Her Selfies bandwagon in January. Wendy discussed the Instagram posting featuring a scantily clad Kardashian on her bed during an episode of Wendy Williams' show. Williams said Kardashian was attempting to stay relevant and speculated that the pictures of her were results of Kanye West ignoring her. Wendy retaliated against Kim a short while later in February 2018 following the publication of Kylie Jenner's birth announcement video in which the reality star's third kid, Chicago West, was initially shown. Wendy criticized Kim for being selfish for hijacking the occasion to promote her daughter, saying, "This is Kylie's moment to do Kylie's thing and then Kim just shows up with a baby." Jordyn Woods. It all began with a smooch. In 2019, TMZ revealed that Woods had been smooching Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy, then boyfriend Tristan Thompson, at a party a few days after Valentine's Day. Jordyn and Tristan were all over each other, making out as partygoers revealed, and the incident put an end to Tristan's relationship. A battle against one Kardashian is a battle against them all, as Wood quickly discovered. Wood said that on Red Tabletop, she was not the reason that Tristan and Khloe are not together, but by May 2019, she had formally moved out of the Jenner's house. Keeping Up with the Kardashian viewers witnessed the conflict in June 2019, with Khloe expressing, "I never in a million years thought that's who she was," about Jordyn Woods.